Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 19 of Friday Night Football. So we're moving up almost to 20 episodes of this. That's pretty cool. The topic for tonight's game, or the idea of tonight's game, is the best team ever. So uh, we'll talk about that in a little bit and what that means. So first, game news. I don't have a whole lot of game news. We've got all the sets pretty much done that I'm going to be doing. I don't anticipate really doing any more. The game news out of this week is me finding out after 10 years, 10 and a half years, and I'm guessing 5,000 games, that I've been playing the game a little bit wrong. So that was nice. Apparently, when someone takes a shot and it's off target, you don't put the goal rating adjustment onto that shot, or the P plus corner kick or free kick on an off target shot. Uh, so yeah, that's a lot of games played, and realized that it doesn't have really much of an effect on the game. There's some discussion on the Delphi forum about that, and really that kind of led to me making corner kick ratings as a team thing. Uh, just I did it for my sets, just for consistency on how I wanted to do it. But yeah, I've been playing that a little bit wrong for that many games. So now I get to try to train my mind how to do that right. So, anyways, that's really the team news. Nothing big came out this week, not much, and I wouldn't expect much until October, uh, when the MLS finishes, NWSL, USL Championship. Those sets will finish then. After that, I think pretty soon after that is Brazil. I think they finish in December, November, December timeframe. So that will start picking up here in a couple months. Hopefully, when the temperature cools. Right now, it's 94 degrees outside and nice and toasty here in Southern California. Okay, to tonight's game, the best team ever. I'm going to say that with a caveat. The best team ever that I've created in Net Result Soccer. How's that? So I've been creating sets for the last 5 years or so, and I've always wanted to see. I've always gone out to see what is the best team that I can card, and historically it's been Chelsea's women's team, the English Women's Super League. So that has historically been the best team, but now I have a new best team. So for this year, I created the Liga F, or Liga F, the female league, Femenina, however you want to pronounce it, I'm not sure. The Spanish Women's League. And Barcelona's Spanish women's team is the best team ever. Best team I've ever created. And so I'm going to play them tonight. Not that there's going to be a lot of interest in that, but stick around and watch just to see how good this team is, and how both offensive and defensive they are. This is it's just a fabulous team. I think they were 28. What were they? 28 0 and 2. So they lost 2 games, which is amazing. But they had a goal differential of plus 112 in 30 games. So they were almost plus what? 30, almost plus 4 goals a game goal differential. That's his goal differential. They gave up 16 goals in 30 games, scored 128. And the dogs are out here playing with toys. This is a fabulous team. So we're going to play them just to see. It's their first game of the year. I'm going to have them against Deportivo La Corona, and just for the fun of it, just for the heck of it, to see what happens, see how this goes. The team lineups, not that we'll know many of these players. You know some of the Barcelona players. Those names might be familiar. So Garcia, Martinez, Vasquez, Lara, Ortiz, Dios, Gutierrez, Remova, Marivova, Latorre, Cabral, and Pereira in goal for Deportivo. Barcelona is going to have Leon, Fernandez, Rolfo, Brutes, Surstead, Engen, Walsh, Cano, Nazareth, Graham Hansen, and Pahor, with Font in goal. I'm guessing this is coming off of a major tournament, so their best players aren't playing, but you'll see them on the bench. Bonmati, Patelis, Battle, Guijaro, and Torrejon are on the bench. Just looking at these players, though, you have 18 defensive ratings. So 18 is the highest defensive rating that you're going to get. And you have the first 4 players all have 18s. Ingrid Sursted Engen, I don't know what her problem was. She's a 13, but then you go back to 18, 18, 18. So you have 7 18s out there, an 8 and a 1. So if you're going to get shots, the dogs are being crazy behind me. If you're going to get shots, you're going to have to go after one of these two players at the top. Font is an 84 in goal. Pereira is a 78, so that's good. The other thing with this team is this is one of those teams that's like break the system kind of teams. Their corner kick defense is 101. I could not get the teams in the league to fit in the range to where they would not be able to allow more corners than they should. So if I just on the 11s alone, they should give up more corners than they actually did in the season. Their penalty kick, they didn't allow a penalty kick either, so 101. So that team is fantastic. Looking at the lineups, Deportivo averages 0.59, almost zero point 0.6 goals a game. Their defense is a 1. So they are going to be vulnerable to a lot of shots. Barcelona's offense, 3.99 goals per game, which is probably, like I said, that's the best lineup I think I've ever put out. Their average defense right now is a 13.03. So this is a mismatch, and that's okay because we're here to see what this team can do. And with that being said, let me get everything going here. Okay, there we go. Get the game cards up. We'll play this one out. This is the first game from last year. Real lineups, real life subs. You'll see the subs are listed. Sub times are listed down here. This game was 0-0 at the half, and the Barcelona coach subbed in Bonmati and Putellas to Putellas to get in there because those are their best players. Those are two of the best players in the world. So they put them in to get things going. The final ended up being 3-0 Barcelona. So make sure everything's working. It is. Okay. The possession rule for the Liga F, or the Spanish Women's League, is an 11. So we're going to start that. A 1-11 will be for the home team. 12-20 for the away team to start with. We'll play with plus minus rules. But I hope you like this. If you like it, if you like the content, some different kind of games, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to it, and just building the channel up there. I'm up to 140 subscribers, which is pretty cool. So I think the game is catching on a little bit with more and more people. This is great. So let's see how this goes. Opening kickoff. These are my rolls here. So the possession roll is going to be there. This is going to be the reading off the card. So that's an 11 to 88, 2 8-sided dice. Offensive player, defensive player. Some extra rolls down here. For the kickoff, I read off the extra 20. A 1 to 10 is home, and an 11 to 20 is away. So an 8 is going to be Deportivo with the ball to start with, and it's a P star. You also notice I have the large format cards that I'm using. I really like them. So I'm going to start trying to push those a little bit more into my games and see how they play out. So P star off the bat. 167, 775 is a takeaway for Cano. So when a team has a P star, they get to keep possession until something happens to break that possession. So that's either going to be a free kick, offsides, a foul, or a potential shot or shot. So if that shot roll comes up and either the defense stops it or it is a shot, anything like that changes them from having possession. It's not an offensive advantage. The star just means they get to keep it. A P plus is the same thing, but they get an offensive advantage on shots, on target. On target. You've got to remember that. Okay, Cano with the takeaway. Barcelona's ball, 4:32. Shot attempt by Brutes against a 2. That one is off target. So Brutes gets a shot. They could be a lot of shots, so little shots. Off target. Remember now, we don't change the goal rating here, so it's just a 44. That is Deportivo's ball. 845 is the P plus. 325. Somebody should try to count how many times I actually add the goal rating and an off-target shot. I am going to try really hard not to, but I guess I will some amount of times. 325 P plus. 1054 still a P plus. 222 back to a P star. So a P plus can change. I drop it out if a P star comes up. Some people don't do that. They'll leave it in P plus until something else happens. I go back and forth with it though. So if a P star comes up, it'll eliminate that P plus. 886, no, P plus. 715 is a foul three, and that's not a foul. So you check the foul three versus the defender's foul rating, which is, for in this case, a two. Because the foul rating is below the actual reading, it's not a foul. They keep him P plus. 974, taken away by Graham Hansen with a possible shot against a one that is off target. So Graham Hansen goes off target. 44 is the rating, and that is going to be Deportivo's ball. 163 P114 is a corner kick. Deportivo is a 1. So this is the two sides here. Deportivo is a 1. Barcelona's 101. So Deportivo allows all the corners and Barcelona none. 533 P star. Barcelona with the ball. P star 927 shot attack by Graham Hansen against a 1. That's off target again. 39 is going to end up being Pereira, and that's Deportivo's ball. 237, 775, taken away by Gutierrez. So you'll see in the game, 11 to 67 are offensive rolls. So on the possession number, anything 11 to 67 goes to the offense. 68 and above will go read to the defense. So the offense will read off of this number here. Defense will read off of this number over here. And I don't remember what happened. Taken away by Gutierrez. 341 P, 161 P, 945 P. So you read that number on open rolls, 1 to 11 home, 12 to 20 away. 146 P, 666 P, 656 P. 331 P, 833 is a foul 2, and that's a foul. So Nazareth gets fouled by Gutierrez. And that's a free kick. We're going to hold on just 1 second. Okay, had to let Peanut out. And Rooney. Rooney was in here too. Rooney will bark at me. Peanut will just sit there and wait. Okay, free kick to Barcelona. 145 P. 158 P. 215 is a corner. Look at the corner kick ranges on some of these players. 11 to 17. They have an 11 to 18 with some of these players. That is just an incredible corner kick range. They're dominant. They're going to be dominant. They still haven't scored yet. 11 minutes, so Deportivo holding on. Possible yellow card, and it is the yellow card rating. So 68-4. I rolled a 68, so you read that. It's going to be a 4, 1 to 4 on a 1d10. My extra 10 here says 1. That is a yellow card. So Cabral gets carded in the 12th minute. 4:16, and there's that one 11 to 18 corner. 8:23 fouled. Nazareth fouled by Remova. Gotta find where these people are. Okay, free kick. 6:53 P. 161 P. 6:21 foul 2. And a foul. Dios fouled by Cano. Free kick to Deportivo. 10:25 is a foul 1 and another foul. Cabral fouled by Nazareth. So far, I'd say so far so good. Deportivo came in 14th place, so they are probably looking at doing anything possible to not lose. 6:20 shot by Dios against an 18 stop. So there's the first shot attempt. That one is stopped. 7:55 P. 4:75 taken away by Lara. Deportivo's ball again. 2:55. 9:17 is a foul 2 and a foul. Latorre foul by Pejor. Free kick. Deportivo. 1:57 P. 5:38 P. 4:88 P. 10:86. They're keeping it away. Good job. 9:13 though, and another corner for Barcelona. 2:53 P. They got to get some shots here. 6:41 P star to Deportivo. 7:53 P star. The best thing they can do is keep the ball away from them. Shot attempt by Dios against an 18 stopped again. 4:15 is possible offsides, but no. That's a P. 178 taken away by Leon. Barcelona's ball. 185 missed tackle. 274, or it's P. It's a P. 274 taken away by Fernandez. That's another one of those things that has been coming out is a P rating on the defender a P, which means nothing happens, it's just the ball's going back and forth, or is it a missed tackle? And I've played it both ways, and right now it's David said that he's playing it as a missed tackle. Right now I'm playing it as just a P, but I might change back. I've done that for a while, thinking that the teams with higher possession that hurts them because they don't have as many takeaways, but it can go both ways. Either way, Fernandez gets the takeaway here. 114 and another corner. Well, they're not getting as many shots. They're getting a lot of corners. 357 P. 974 taken away by Latorre. Deportivo's ball. 117 P star. So again, they get possession. 417 shot by Lara against a 13 and stopped. So against one of the non-18s, still stopped. 244 P star for Barcelona. 10-17 in another corner. The sixth corner already. 217, seventh corner. 234. Shot by Fernandez on the corner against a 1. That's off target. Fernandez goes off target. The reading is a 4. That means Deportivo keeps it. 884P, 666P, 451P, 467P. 1084, lots of P's going on. 746P. 574 taken away by Surstad Engen. 288P. 163P. 431P. 346 P star. 346 still P star. 757 P star. 316 is a corner. So for all the firepower they have, they got 4 shots off pretty early. They haven't got any more shots. Getting a lot of corner kicks, not a lot of shots. So right now, Deportivo is the happier of the two for sure. There's a shot attempt by Peor against a 2. That's off target. Fifth shot off target. 20. That is going to be Deportivo's ball again. They're not even getting good rolls on them. 543P. 614 is a corner. 9th corner. 1014, 10th corner. Wow, I'm rolling a lot of low numbers. 784P. 935P. 248. 825 is a foul. 1 and a foul. Mirova fouled. Surstad Engen. Free kick, Deportivo. 912. Not a corner. It's red down here, so that is a P. So on corner kicks, on an 11, it's always a corner, no matter what. Any other corner kick rating is check. You have a check against the defense's corner kick rating. So in this case, in this game, it's easy because Deportivo is a 1. They're always going to give up the corner unless I roll a 1. Barcelona 101, so they will not give up corners. Anything that's not an 11, they won't give up a corner. 112 foul 3 is not a foul. So it's a foul 3. Fernandez is a 2 star. Because it's a 2, it's lower than the 3. The star means it's a takeaway. So she gets the takeaway there. Barcelona has it. 634. Then they go into P star with Walsh. 977 is taken away by Latorre. 428 P. 248 P. 516 foul 4 and a P. 214. The 11th corner in 35 minutes. Shot attempt by Peor in the corner again, and it gets a 2. This one is on target, but saved. So they finally get one on target. 6 plus 24 is 30, plus 10 more is 40. That's an aerial battle. 7 versus 8. Nazareth wins that for Barcelona. They get possession, and they get another corner. And they get another corner. 13 corners. A lot of pressure. I'm just looking at some numbers here. Okay. 585 taken away by Ortiz. 854 P. 518, foul 4, and a foul. Surset Engen foul by Mirova. 178, taken away by Garcia. 545 P. 971, taken away by Latorre. So the frustrating Barcelona pretty well here. 17th, the foul. Cabral is fouled by Fernandez. Free kick to Deportivo. 488 P. 683 P. 635 is a P star for Walsh. Barcelona with control. 456, 245, 343 P plus now. They're in P plus. 4 minutes left in the half. 123, foul 2, and a foul. Good foul by Deportivo. Leon fouled by Gutierrez. Free kick, Barcelona. 114 and 14th corner. 9:30 shot by Graham Hansen against a 1 off target. They've gotten several shots off of corners. They can't make it count. So 72 is an aerial battle. 5 versus 2. That is Fernandez winning that. Barcelona has control again. Shot by Hansen against a 1 off target. 1 for 8. Aerial battle. 5 versus 8. Won by Barcelona again. 748 P star. 10:56 shot by Pejor against a 1 off target. And 49 is Deportivo's ball. We have 4 minutes of stoppage time. 7:51 P. 7:51 P. 7:71 taken away by Gutierrez. Deportivo has it. 9:18 is offside. Latorre goes offside. Barcelona's ball. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4:64 P. 6:13 and a foul. Dios fouled by Cano. 9:73 taken away by Graham Hansen against a 1 that's on target but saved. So Graham Hansen goes to a 64, which is on target but saved. That is a rebound shot, so they're going to get a rebound here. I have rebound shots picked. I don't know if you can see that on the roller that I have set up, but that shot is going to be Cano. Cano's going to get it against position 2, which is a 2. That one is on target and scores. So Alba Cano scores on the rebound. When a rebound happens, it's a shot. It's a timed roll shot. So they're going to get a shot. I have a random rating against the amount of shots that each player takes. It's just something that I have in mind. So Cano comes up as the shot taker. Position 2 is Martinez, which is a 2. That shot block is a 14. It doesn't happen. Cano's on target 33, that's on target, and 90 minus 7 is a goal. So almost like real life, they almost got through the first half. Almost got through the first half, but they don't. Barcelona scores 1-0. 176 taken away by Leon. 885 P. 154 P. 421 possible shot. No, it's not in range. 633 possible shot against an 18. Stopped. Taken away a 17 on the roll too. So Cano is an 18. Taken away by Barcelona. 156 P. 1063 P. 1018 fouled. Cabral is fouled by Bruce. Free kick. 287 taken away by Fernandez, still in the first half of stoppage time. So on this game, if you're not familiar with it, it's a variable timing mechanism. So on possession rolls, on this roll here, on a 1-4 or 18-20, the time will move up 1 minute. Otherwise it doesn't. So there's going to be times where you get a lot of action without much time going, or a lot of time going with a little bit of rolls. It ends up being about 35% of the rolls. So that is, it ends up 270-ish rolls, 771 rolls per game, right around there. Barcelona has a P star, 968. No, it's not a card. Still in P star. 981 P star, 853. The shot attempt by Nazareth against a 1 off target. So Nazareth goes off target at the end of the half. 89 is the roll. That's an aerial battle. 10 versus 9, won by Barcelona. They're good in the air, too. 647p. 10:52 shot by Peor against a 1. And this is another goal. So 2 goals in stoppage time for Barcelona. 10:52 against a 1. That's on target, and she scores. Peor scores. And that's going to end up ending the first half. Shot on target, goal. And that'll do it for the first half. So looking at the numbers, this is very easy for me to do here. 2, 3, 4, 13, 4. Deportivo, no shots. They ended up 6 in real life, so they have no shots. They've only had, well, they had 4 shot numbers come up, so those have all been stopped. Barcelona, 13 shots, 14 corners in the first half. It's 2-0 at the break. And now they're going to bring in the hammers. So Cano's going to come out, and Nazareth is going to come out. Bonmati's coming in with her 56 offensive rating. Putelis is coming in with her 89 offensive rating. Bonmati's a 9, Putelis is a 15. So you lose a little defensively, but you more than make up for that in offense. So let me sub these guys in here. So they're 34.5 right now on offense. Going into halftime, they get the opening kickoff. They are now a 43.7. 4.37 goals per game. So that's pretty efficient. 426 offside by Brutes. Deportivo's ball. Let's see what this ends up being. Taken away by Rolfo. Barcelona has it. 5 in the corner. And so Sursat Engen gets a +5. You see that the it's an 11, so the plus minus comes up. So the way I played on 11, you go plus minus. If it's an odd number, it's a plus for the team. Defenders get +5. So they get +5 on the plus minus. That changes the possession rating into Barcelona's favor some more. So another corner. Now it's a 1-10, which will help them out more. P+ to Barcelona. 773 taken away by Gutierrez. Not that they need any help here. 535p, 851p, 525 shot by Sursat Engen against a 0 off target. I don't know. I'm sure I have. But I haven't had a whole lot of games that I've played where teams gotten 0 shots. That's always been one of the things. Can I hold a team to 0? This might happen today. Deportivo's ball. 973 taken away by Graham Hansen with a possible shot against a 1. Stopped. So the shots stop on the 1 there. So it's open play. 356p, 888p, 958. Possible shot? No, it's out of the range. 316, P* for Vasquez. 784. Endurance check. Bonmati's an 85. We're in the 50th minute. She passes that. 84 is a miss, so that's a P* still for Deportivo. 678, P*, 572, taken away by Sursat Engen. Barcelona's ball, shot by Putelis against a 0 off target. So Putelis gets her first shot 6 minutes in. 40, that's going to end up being Deportivo's ball. 428. So normally when you don't play real life lineups and subs that I'm doing with this, when the endurance check comes up, if a player fails an endurance check, they should be subbed out. That's kind of how the game forces subs. I just put them as a -1 into the team plus minus because they're getting tired. But normally that's how you would sub players. So 428 is a P. 373, they're all passing still early in the second half. Take away by Vasquez. Deportivo's ball, 244p, 867p, 257p, 814 is a corner. 16 corners. What's going to have more, corners or shots? Right now it's a good race. And here's a shot attempt against a 2. That is off target. So Graham Hansen goes off target. Her 6th shot 24 is going to be Pereira and Deportivo's ball. 932. Possible shot against, so that's in range against an 18. That's stopped again. 135. P plus. Barcelona has it with an offensive advantage. Shot attempt by Rolfo against a 2. It's stopped. Would have been a goal. But she stops it. The 2, stopped by a 2. Open play. 747. So you see there, P plus. Possible shot. Shot doesn't happen. And the P plus is over. $747 P. 682 P. 2. So Martinez is going to get +5 to earn those 5 back. Their first corner, that moves the the possession back to an 11. 841. Possible shot against an 18. Stopped. And Bonmati's going to go -1. So 17th corner, but that -1 makes Deportivo ahead in the plus-minus. They're now a 1-12 on the possession, but still a corner for Barcelona. 346 P star. 471 taken away by Lara. 787 P. 288 P. 416 corner kick. 18 corners. I'm going to have to go back and look and see what the most corners they had in the game. Got to be getting close. 571 taken away by Lara. 372 taken back by Rolfo. Barcelona's ball. 728 shot by Bonmati against a 1, and she scores. So Bonmati with a shot attempt against a 1. It's not stopped. 11 is on target +6. Bonmati scores. First game of the season. And Graham Hansen with the assist. It is now 3-0. Deportivo kicks off. 647 P. 228 P. 933 P star. So they get the ball. They have possession. 1026. Not quite. 1026. Almost in the PK range. She's a 1, so she wouldn't have been able to score, but well, she could score. I rolled a 1. But 1026. 4 is the number here, but the extra check is a 5. It's not in the range. So nothing happens there. It's a P star. So that's like a P. They stay in P star. 745 P star. Hey, Rooney. 1064 P star. 184 P star. 657. Rooney's walking around wondering why I'm not playing Manchester United. 782. Bonmati is a sub, so she's not going to get a fail endurance check, but she does not get the tackle either. 188 P star. 273 Fernandez passes that and gets the takeaway. Taken away Barcelona's ball. We have a sub coming up here in the next minute. 587 taken away by Ortiz. 238 P, and we have a sub. That is going to be Latorre out for Deportivo and Sanchez in. So when I do my subs, if a sub comes in the 60th minute to the 74th minute, they get a +1. Anything in the 75th minute on will get a +2. So they get +1 to the plus-minus. It's an open roll here. 443 shot attempt by Brutes against a 1. That one is off target. So Brutes goes off target. Now they're tied shots and corners. 71 is Deportivo's ball. 221 P star. 377 P star. 741. And that is my alarm that Peanut wants to come in. Hold on 1 second. Okay, both dogs are in here now. 741 P star. Let's see how long that lasts. 1041 shot attempt by Cabral against an 18 and stopped. 7 shot attempts, all of them stopped. 586 P. 531, so that's going to be there. 531 P. 525 shot by Circe Engen against a 1. That is off target. So she goes off target. 19th shot. 70 is going to be Deportivo's ball. 633 shot attempt by Dios against a 15. Oh, almost had the first shot, but no. That one stopped as well. 13 against Putelis is a 15. Stopped. 8:45 shot by Putelis against a 1, and she is off target. So she gets her second shot. 20th of the game. Deportivo's ball. 446P, 151P, 188P, 847P plus, 156P plus, 631. Shot attempt by Dios against a 13, and it gets through, but it's off target. So they get their first shot of the game. 67 minutes, which I've had that before. 67 minutes, first shot, off target. Barcelona has the ball. This is one of those games where you could have set up a trash can to be the goal. And they still would have won because that's the first shot. And it's still not on target. Barcelona's ball. 283, taken away by Martinez. 921. 921 is a foul. Sanchez fouled by Rolfo. Sanchez fouled by Rolfo. Free kick. Subs coming up here in a couple minutes. 344P. 142. Endurance check is passed. 142 is a P star for Barcelona. 912 and a corner. 19th corner. And they're going to sub. Two more subs. Walsh and Fernandez are out. Ona Battle is coming in, ex-Manchester United. Quijaro is coming in. So that is the 69th minute. They both go +1. Walsh and Fernandez. Fernandez and Walsh. Those +2, so they even out. It's going to make it down to an 11 here. But they get a 9-11, and it's going to be another corner. This one is going to make Graham Hansen +2 on the 20th corner, and now they have the plus-minus advantage. 977P. 867P. 954. Shot by Graham Hansen against a 1 off target. 7th shot for her. Deportivo's ball. 217. Possible shot against an 18, and that's stopped. 163P. 4. Endurance check. Nope, it's passed. 12 is a foul 4, and that's a P. Endurance check for Brutes, and she fails that. She goes to -1. So this is how it works. She fails the endurance check. I don't sub them out here. She'll go -1. The way I play it, the away team has to be ahead by 2 or more to get that advantage. So that drops them down to within 2. And Deportivo goes back to an 11 on possession. 32 is a shot attempt by Brutes against a 1, and it's on target but saved. So Brutes goes on target, saved. 59 is a rebound shot. The rebound shot goes to Leon. Where's Leon? Oh, the 1 position, against a 1 that is off target. So Leon goes off target. Deportivo's ball. 10-15 fouled. Cabral is fouled by Bon Mati. Free kick. 242P. 568, and that's going to be a card? No, it doesn't hit in the range. 688P, 647P, 386P, 1027 offside Cabral. Barcelona's ball. 168, that's going to be a card. So Garcia gets a yellow card for Deportivo in the 75th minute. Still Barcelona's ball. Shot attempt by Graham Hansen against a 1 on target, and she scores. Graham Hansen on her 8th shot of the game gets the 4th goal for Barcelona. Quijaro with the assist and is now 4-0, which is about where it should be. Given these teams how their numbers are, it should be 4-0. Just looking at the possession number right now, it's 85-14, 85.8 to 14.2 possession. So Barcelona is very much in control. 328P, 456P, 361P, Shot by Putellas against a 1 off target. Aerial battle, 3 versus 7. That is a tie. Ties go to the home team, so Deportivo wins their first aerial. 953p, 437p, 671, taken away by Guijarro. Barcelona's ball, 1074p, 257p, 474. Endurance check. Brutes fails again, so she goes to -2. She still gets the takeaway though. 336. Shot by Rolfo against a 1 on target, but saved. So Rolfo goes on target. 13 is the number Deportivo has at 10 minutes to go. Got a sub coming up here for Barcelona. P-Star. 141. I'll sub after the P-Star. 984. P-Star. 715. Endurance check. Gutierrez fails it. And a 15 is a foul. 3, and that's a foul. Gutierrez fouled by Brutes. And we have a sub. So that final sub is going to be Rolfo coming out. Torrejon is coming in. And Torrejon for Rolfo +2 puts it back down to a 10. Free kick. 8 to go. 238p. 422. Prutz goes to -3. She's having a rough night. She's kind of out of gas. They didn't sub her. You got to finish out. Sorry. 422. Foul 5p. 832 is offside by Putellas. Anything in that range that could be a shot. Okay, so we have 2 subs here for Deportivo. Ortiz and Cabral are coming out. Martinez and Altuve are in. That is going to make them, hold on one second, Cabral, Ortiz. They each gain a +2, so that puts Deportivo back into the possession advantage. They do have the ball. 637 is a P-Star. 247, P-Star. 855, P-Star. 125, still a P-Star. 574, taken away by Sersted Engen. 958, nope, still a P. 1066, P. 823, foul 4, that's a P. 323, endurance check. Torrejon's a sub. She gets a possible shot against a 2. That is off target. So Torrejon comes in, gets a shot off target. 15, that is Deportivo's ball. 766p, 466p, 972p, 1044. Shot by Pejor against a 0 on target. Saved. So Pejor goes on target. It's saved. That's her 5th shot. 72 is another rebound, so it's going to be another shot for Barcelona here. Pejor again against a 1 off target. 22, Deportivo's ball. The shots kind of took off ahead of the corners here, so they finally started shooting more. 775, Bonmati takes it away. Barcelona's ball. 337 is a P-Star. 662, P-Star. 561, P-Star. 431, shot by Brutes against a 1 off target. 30 shots. Brutes goes off target, so that's a 70, Deportivo's ball. 313, foul 5, P. 572, Sersted Engen, loses it. So she was a +5, now she's a -1. She fails that endurance check. Drops it all the way down to a 1. She gets the takeaway. We have 3 minutes of stoppage time. 8:37, they're going to have a sub here. Garcia is out. Carballada is in. And let's sub her in. 837 is a shot by Putelis against a 1 off target. So Putelis goes off target. 31st shot. 60 is going to, almost did it. Almost added it there. Almost did. I've been really good. Deportivo's ball, 10:54. P star. 2 minutes to go. 1:12 is a foul 5. That's a P. I'm still in P star. 2:48 P star. 7:36 P star last minute, and that's going to do it. That is going to end the game. So that does it. So the best team ever. Barcelona's women's team, best team I've ever created. I'm just preface that. I'm sure there are teams that are better or have been better, but they're really good. And this showed. Deportivo came in 14th out of 16. Not a good team, not a good offensive team. They're the bottom quarter of the league, and they got 1 shot. They had 10 potential shots. So Barcelona, their defense is a wall. It's really hard to get through. They did a good job. Stopped 9 of them. Barcelona ended with 31 shots, 9 on target, 4 goals. So the numbers, that average number, they were at 3.99 goals per game coming in. That's what they got. And Deportivo is basically a 0.6, but against that defense, they didn't get any. That is going to do it. That's going to wrap it up. So kind of a fun game to play just to see what these cards can do. Tons of sets. It's like 21 sets. So this is just one of them. I want to give it a little bit of love, play it here. I can't say I've played every set that I've created. I haven't. But hopefully people are playing them, playing around. I think for the most part, the sets get some play. I don't know if this one would. And I don't know if the English women one does either. So we'll see. But that's it. That's going to wrap it up for Friday Night Football. If you guys have any questions or comments, you can comment here on the YouTube video. The Delphi form, I'll link to that in the description below. I'll also put our Facebook form down there. Lots of questions can get asked. Lots of people can answer. So it's a really good place to ask and to share information. If you're playing, share the game results. We love to have that. But that's going to be it for tonight. So you guys have a good weekend. Stay safe, stay cool, and I will catch you on the next video. Have a good night.